Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. There is breaking news. An FBI spokesperson says a glove with a DNA profile recovered in the Nancy Guthrie case is different from the other 16, now 17 gloves that have been found and appears to match the gloves of the subject seen in the video surveillance. A lot to get to. Plus, there is another glove being found right now, Dav.
I can't believe it.
I know.
1,000 gloves.
Yes, a 1,000 glove case. All right, we're going to talk about all that on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace. Smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong. But honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me I've been whispered about and written off, judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my blood, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Getting clutch, better tighten the pearls. Drop the cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch. Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Good to see you all. Hello, Miss Daphne.
Hello, Justin. Good to see you today. Hope everybody's doing great.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully, you guys are well wherever you are. Some new information coming in that seems like Daff, we're getting there. We
Mhm.
are getting there. Uh, Today, we're officially going into the third week of the Nancy Guthrie case, and it feels like every bit of 3 weeks.
Yeah,
It really.
15 days. 15 days.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, DNA profile that they got from one of these gloves, they found 16 total gloves, and one of them came back with a DNA profile recovered from in the Nancy Guthrie case. It is different from the other gloves that have been found and appears to match the gloves of the subject seen in the video surveillance.
Mhm.
And you got to be completely dumb to just throw it out like this. You know what I mean? Just
Oh, I agree.
dumb.
I agree. I wonder if they threw it out to create like a false trail. You know what I mean? To throw them off.
I don't
If
think so. I
you
just
don't
don't.
think so?
Mm, nope, I don't think so. I think that people just throw it out and they're like, they're never going to find it, or the
Mm,
DNA will be gone by the time they find it.
yeah. But if they had several pairs of gloves on.
Yeah. Um, it's only that, the one closest to your skin. I mean, they
Mhm.
probably all might have some some of the DNA on it. It just depends how you put it on as well.
Very true.
So,
Very true.
throwing it out, hoping it would blow away. Yes.
Exactly.
Guys, before we get started, if you don't mind, please hitting that thumbs up button, whether you're here or in Daphne's chat or bouncing from both. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. Share the live out on any of your favorite social media platforms would mean so much to both of us. Very, very much. Who
Thank
could
you.
be that dumb? I mean, I think you have to be dumb to do something like this in general,
Mhm.
but here we
Why
are.
not burn it? They could have just easily burned it. And why are there so many pairs of gloves in that area?
Just thrown on the side of
Yeah,
the road there.
gloves. Yeah, it's not like it's an area where it's, like, up north where you're getting snow and stuff. Even up north, I don't see gloves all over the place.
Now we'll probably notice them everywhere.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know
Yeah.
how that happens?
Here's a
It's like
glove.
yeah, it's
They're
like
all missing ones that we, lose, when we can
yep,
only find one.
yep, it's like you find a glove, or you get a car and you never see the car until you get it or something, you know what I mean? You don't notice it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
so it's very interesting. Yeah, JLR, earlier found another glove. I don't know exactly where he found it at. I'm sure that they'll wanna take a look at it, but this is here's, which glove was this one right here? Is this the one that he found earlier?
Mhm. Yeah,
This one.
yeah. It's by
Yeah.
a bridge, I believe, on the side of the road or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And, that's important.
Mhm.
They definitely need to come and, that is exactly the type that,
Mhm.
they're looking for.
Yep. Right
Why
on.
was law enforcement throwing their gloves out there when they were done searching? Talk about confusing.
Exactly.
Law
Good question.
enforcement will do that. I have seen it with my own 2 eyes, been on location, and law
Mhm.
enforcement throws it out. Don't litter, people. Don't litter. Don't
Mhm.
make it harder on yourself, law enforcement, either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, um, so yeah, this is, what we're we're working with right here. This is the main news for today. Also, the Range Rover that they impounded the other day. This Range Rover appears to be the alleged owner, or maybe it's a loaner. We don't know, Daff,
Yeah.
because this person appears to work at a dealership, a car dealership of some
Mhm.
sort, which is interesting. Why would he throw the glove away? I mean, most people throw it away, whether it's in a dumpster, their own trash. They're going to dispose of it in one way or
Mhm.
another,
You would
right?
think they would burn it. If they're being that, I mean, they've been really careful, right? It's been difficult for them to find the police to find out who this person is. It
Mhm.
seems like it's been difficult. And this person's been watching their tracks. Like, you would think, like, why would they just throw it? Why would they be that stupid to do that? Unless,
You know, there is a lot of, I think it's easy. I can imagine it's easier said than done. Like,
Mm,
once I think someone thinks, if I can, you try to put yourself in the mind of the criminal, and you try to put yourself in the mind of the victim
mhm,
in this. You try to play, both parts. But whenever something like this happens, there is being in the storm is different than looking from outside of the storm,
absolutely.
right? And so
Mhm.
they have so much to be concerned, worried about. Um, and especially in that moment of getting rid of potentially getting rid of a body, or um, putting, you know, putting Nancy in a home, where, waiting for ransom.
Mhm.
That's a lot to do. It's a lot to do, and there's a lot of wheels spinning, and there's a lot of nerves, and there's a lot of adrenaline.
But one glove, why not just throw out both? If you were, you know what I mean? Why keep one glove and throw
Uh,
out?
I think potentially I think they probably they're probably very close to each other, but you just don't know. Wind can blow it.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. I think it would
Mm.
be more rare unless they were like rolled up together and threw out. I think
Maybe sitting on their lap and they got out in that area and it fell off their lap without them noticing.
never know.
Hmm.
Never know. Jacqueline says, I'm very skeptical of the new information. The sheriff's office has completely flubbed this. Well, right. I hear you. I'm not happy with the sheriff, myself. This is there. So what's happening? Because there's a lot of confusion on this glove and how the
Mhm.
media is wording this. And I really want to take time to explain this part. Okay.
Mhm.
So there was 16 gloves found in the area. They tested the ones that they felt pertinent to be tested.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, one of those gloves, right, came back as linked to
Our purpose. Yeah.
our alleged perpetrator. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, well, no, that's not true either, is it? Well, they
Well,
obviously have DNA from someone.
mhm.
They have DNA. Okay, they have DNA inside the house. You're right, Daff. You're right.
Yes. And Justin, when they
Mhm.
say DNA, Okay. A lot of people automatically think when they find DNA, it's blood. Correct? They usually think it's blood. But could they?
Some people.
Most people do. Like,
Mhm.
but in my opinion, when they say DNA, unless they specifically say blood, I think of like body fluids or
Skin
skin
cells.
cells, hair,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
You don't think that?
I don't necessarily think that either.
You don't think that
But
either?
everyone has their own mental picture, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, but
Mhm.
so what they're doing is so
Saliva.
they've got alleged DNA at inside the home. This one of these gloves matches the DNA inside that home. Okay? Now, what they're going to do is they're running this DNA through a database called CODIS.
Mhm.
If you are a felon um, of any sort, your DNA is in CODIS. It is a DNA database that will hit if there's any other crimes.
Yes, if you've had a priors. Mhm.
Right, right. Any other prior history of crime. And that will definitively, again, if this person has been in trouble in the past, it's going to show up uh, on this CODIS registry,
Mhm.
right?
Yes. And then if it doesn't, they'll go and probably try to match it with like people in their family or something maybe,
No,
or
no,
is it a
not
dead
any
end,
crime.
Justin?
It's not any crime. No, absolutely not. Um, if you get, if you are, I mean, you consider you consider a traffic ticket. It's an infraction technically, but it is a crime. They don't have your DNA for that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I believe this is my opinion. I believe they absolutely already know who this person is. But I think they are waiting to get, I think it's going to be a 3-point prong hit.
Mhm.
I think they're going to use the DNA at the home, the DNA with the glove.
Mhm.
And then if this person has been in trouble before,
Mhm.
they're going to ping that. And that's 3 different points of uh, your DNA being in different places, right?
Mhm. Or the
Uh,
vehicle too, because I know they were testing the vehicle, weren't they? Vehicles.
Yeah, well, this is what I also think. I think the other night that they went into these places
Mhm.
and they had a warrant. In my opinion, again, this has not been confirmed that I'm aware of, at least, but I bet we will learn. Not only did they have search warrants, but they had warrants for their DNA,
Yes.
or
I
at
I
least or at least 1 or 2 of them.
yes, I agree with that.
And I believe that they will compare that DNA again with this glove, with this home, and with CODIS.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Have they gathered DNA from her kids and these spouses?
I'm sure they have.
Um, I don't know what exactly you mean. I mean, I don't think that they've.
I think
I
they've
don't.
got
It would
probably taken swabs,
not the
right?
kids unless they're older or something like that. But
Oh, yeah, I
um,
see what okay, yeah. From Nancy's children, though.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
that would be very simple. I don't believe. Army Vet says, "Here's the shameful part: the idiot sheriff decisions to send. I know, I know.
Mm.
It delayed it
Oh,
significantly.
God, yeah.
Just not send it to Quantico when it has to be sent to Quantico, regardless.
Mhm.
Why?
Why? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Lady Justin. We was just talking
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
read
why. Why would
I
you wanna
read
delay it?
mhm,
Yeah.
at all. Um, I read somewhere that there was blood inside and that the sheriff let Annie clean it up, in my opinion, because I don't know if that's true.
Mm.
I mean, there was blood outside uh, of the home, but the thing about it is, I really want to play um, that first press briefing that the sheriff did in the beginning when he was literally outside. I can't find the whole thing now. I've got it somewhere, but I think that is so valuable
Mhm.
when this sheriff, uh, you're frozen deaf, when this sheriff spoke about this. Justin, where exactly did they find the glove? I thought it was on the side of the road, not on the property. Correct. Uh, they have found 16 gloves, even though the sheriff did say that there was a glove inside in the beginning. He took that back. There was no glove on the inside.
Mhm.
There was a glove. There was several gloves, 16, now 17, if they're going to get this one that they found today.
Mhm.
And
Ooh,
they tested those.
here's
And
some photos of those gloves too. I just sent you.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Why would he backtrack on something like that? Like, why say it and then backtrack? I just find that to be just did it slip out and he didn't want it out or something?
No, I mean I think he's I don't see now or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Different gloves.
Mm.
Like I said, th- some of them obviously is most of these I would say all of them except for one.
Mhm.
Well, actually, I mean they do say that one of them came back. Otherwise, they would say multiple came back. So out of these 16, we know one of them came back that it is of the same profile as inside of the house. Yeah, these are all different ones that have
Jeez.
been found. Everyone's kind of looking for gloves now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start looking there for my gloves that I'm missing. I swear they
Right.
have a lot of gloves. Someone said Tom Hanks does that too. He looks for gloves. So
Tom Hanks looks for gloves?
yeah,
Why would he look for gloves? I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'm gonna start looking for my socks there too. Let me
Um,
look.
so I wanted to say, so in the very beginning, there was a reporter who uh, allegedly said that there was that Annie and Tommaso's vehicle had been taken in, and some news is pushing back on that, and I just want to bring it to you guys. Reports claiming that Annie Guthrie and Tommaso Cioni's car was specifically the one towed appear to originate from Hindu Times, says Ashley Banfield reporting, which authorities have not confirmed. The Pima County Sheriff's Department stated that they could not verify the seizure of Annie's car and were unsure whether that information came from. No other independent sources substantiate that Annie and Tommaso's vehicle was impounded or towed by police. Police did visit Annie and Tommaso's house briefly the same night, but left without entering or taking any action like towing. However, I'm kind of in the middle on this
Mhm.
because I don't think anybody could ignore that they have been at Annie and Tommaso's house 5 times,
Yeah.
and they were looking in the backyards, and they were talking to the neighbors, and they were asking for footage,
Mhm. Not
right?
to mention it allegedly looked like they were doing luminol that night. They came in at night, and you could see
Absolutely.
camera flashes through the
Absolutely.
garage windows. So,
And just because they say that they can't substantiate this doesn't mean it didn't happen
exactly.
as
They'll say
well.
that if they want to keep stuff close to the vest as well.
Of course, yeah. They're not going to. So I'm a little bit I'm kind of defending Ashley here in my opinion. I mean, sometimes whenever you are comfortable and you know your source, and even the world might come back at you, you know what I mean, with certain stories. If you have a really good source and you are comfortable with saying it,
Stick your ground.
you just have to be comfortable in what you're reporting. And so,
Stand your
Ashley
ground.
said that she didn't, I don't know if how she directly or indirectly spoke about what was Tommaso or the family being, I don't know how she said it, so I don't want to put any words in her mouth or anything like that. But she, in my opinion, in an indirectly way, said something's wrong here with the brother-in-law. And after that, the reporting, or they were there multiple times, again, like I said. So we still don't know, just because they have a profile on someone doesn't mean that others aren't connected or are
Exactly.
connected.
Mhm.
So I would be gobsmacked if they kept going back to that house and nothing came out of it in some way, shape, or form.
Yep. I
Because
I
go
agree
ahead.
with you. They had to have found something, in my opinion, to keep going back that many times.
Yeah.
Whether it be because they went over there that morning after they got the phone call from Nancy's friend. Maybe they were checking their shoes to see if they stepped on some kind of DNA or something while they were there checking on Nancy first thing, or whether it be due to something else.
Well, and again, the story that they say, innocent or not, maybe we're missing something as outsiders. But for them, and it was again the sheriff. Shame on the sheriff for putting out the timeline that they were there an hour and leading us all believe
That they waited.
that they were there an hour when they were there 7 or 8 minutes. So shame on the sheriff for that. Again,
Exactly.
another blunder of his.
There you go. Yeah.
But regardless, I still wonder, like, how did, like, which way did they go in?
That's same, Justin,
I mean,
because
because the front door
because
had,
from what we understand, the garage door didn't register again, right? So do they have access the code? Obviously, you would think so,
of
to go
course,
in through the
yeah.
garage, but wouldn't they have noticed that the back door was opened when they finally got in? And then wouldn't you walk around the house, like, looking for her and stuff like that, open the front door and notice the blood's there, like, and other stuff's going on?
Well, I mean, it took them 7 or 8 minutes, which is
Yeah.
not
That's not that long. No.
much. What is this?
It should have been a homicide investigation right away, too. Like, everything should have moved quickly.
Okay, I got it, Deb. Thank you so much. I got your email, honey. Thank you. Yeah, it absolutely should have.
Or foul play because of the blood on the porch and stuff.
Yeah, I just don't think it's very cool of the sheriff to set that he put out a timeline that they were there an hour.
Oh, I agree with that.
Not
Yeah.
cool. Unless they had a key, of course. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. But you got blood at the front door, camera ripped out, the front door, back door wide open, and the garage. Yeah, it's just a little crazy. Thank you, butterflies.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got that. I saw this, but I'm not ready to. I need to research a little bit on that before I put that out. I'm not really comfortable with that at the moment, but I will look at it a little bit closer. I just
Mhm.
want to see something. So,
Also,
let's see
also,
here. Go ahead, please.
I have just a question, kind of like
Mhm.
too. Now they have put a sniffer out on
Yes.
these helicopters.
Mhm.
Why not do that in the beginning?
I think that they did
Did
actually.
they? Because we're just
Um,
now.
I think that they did it on the third, in the very beginning.
See, I never remembered, but I guess
Yeah,
they did.
they didn't really talk about it or anything like that, but from what I
Did
understand,
they?
I think that they did this on the 3rd,
Okay. Okay.
um, which was,
Mm. 2 days.
news to a lot of us, right?
Mhm.
News to a lot of us. Okay, wanna go, to News Nation and play this. This is
Mhm.
very interesting. Guys, whether you're just joining us, or been here, make sure you please hit that thumbs up button. It is such a little thing that makes a huge difference. Would mean so much to us, whether you are in the mobile, the shorts where you flip up and down. You can double tap it or hit the like button. I don't even know what you call it these days. You know what they're constantly changing it.
Our mom
Okay.
is a loving woman of goodness and light. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Gosh, these videos are so heartbreaking from Savannah Guthrie
Brian
and her
Anthony.
family. They've just been awful and just gut wrenching to watch as they reach day 14 with little answers about what happened to their mom. I want to bring in News Nation's Marnie Hughes now. She is with me. And Marnie, I've been thinking a lot about this. I get so wrapped up in the investigation and trying to chase every lead, but I try to remind myself every day about Nancy. And she was so loved in this community. She lived in this house since the 90s.
Yeah.
She was much more than just Savannah Guthrie's mom here.
Right. I mean, I think the
She's lived there since the 90s, and she's lived in Tucson since the 70s.
reason there's so much
Yeah.
attention to this case is because she's Savannah's mom, right? Savannah's a celebrity. She's a journalist that we know. But as we cover missing cases, there are thousands of families out there who have a missing person. And the one common thread I find as I talk to all of these families all across the country every single week is they want people to know their person. They feel unheard and they all hold on to hope, just like the Guthrie family is doing. And as we have looked and looked for Nancy for the last 2 weeks, I think about her grandkids right now and what they must be going through. We see Savannah, she's used to being in front of a camera and she is grief stricken. I think about those grandkids. I think about her friends who know her, who are staying quiet in the shadows right now, but they're watching this search day in,
Oh, I
day
think it
out,
is,
and they're
Rajui.
hopeful.
I think we're
And
getting
that is
somewhere.
what all of these families, just like the Guthries, are hopeful. We talked to a
Mhm.
friend of Nancy's today who was a colleague and a friend, worked with her at the University of Arizona, where she worked. And she said she was smart. She is insightful. She is wise. She's one of those quiet leaders that would work behind the scenes. She worked in the journalism department at the University of Arizona and really was impactful, even was instrumental in helping plan the curriculum, which I think is a great connection with Savannah. Wise and kind. And what we found, Brian, is that is a characteristic she has carried with her throughout her entire life.
Savannah's mom.
Savannah, I'm gonna tell you. Are you kidding?
For years, we've heard the stories of Nancy's life told through the eyes of her youngest daughter, Savannah.
This is a real Kentucky recipe with just a touch of Arizona, because you know my mom and dad both grew up in.
So now there is reporting that not Nancy Guthrie, I'm sorry, Savannah Guthrie may not be coming back to the news. You know, the question that she's they're saying, you know, she felt like maybe she kind of feels guilty, like this could be her fault.
Yeah.
You know how actually the Today Show, they just did all of the cast, not the cast members, the journalist there, the main journalist background, like who they are, like where they come from, you know, what their roots are and all that. And it's not her fault. It's not her fault.
No.
But
it feels bad that she was so far away from her mom. That's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got to be devastated. I really hope that Savannah finds that strength within her to go back, and because she helps so many people every single day, not only just to start off their day. And I hope that she doesn't blame herself, because guilt will truly eat you alive.
It will. Yeah.
And it's not her fault. It's not her fault, regardless whether family is involved, or she said something some months ago or did something some months ago, you know, saying something to a family member. She didn't do it
exactly
at all. Okay. So you know, just 3 months ago, which I did a short on it, and we spoke about it on here. She was just in Tucson having dinner with her mom and her sister, talking about where she grew up, how she grew up, her sorority, all of that. So
yeah, she feels guilty. That's sad. I mean, she could have been around the corner like Annie and Tommaso. I mean,
yeah. Oma, I know there's a lot of people linking this to Clinton's, Trump, Epstein, all of this stuff. Listen,
it's
people
Occam's razor.
pervert things how they want to pervert it, based upon who they vote for, who they like, who they don't like, all of this. This has nothing to do with anything like that, in my opinion. This has to do with something more close, something more personal.
Yes, I agree,
I don't
Justin.
care who you vote for. It's just
ridiculous. If you watch the other perps in the area, not the other perps, but the other prowlers, I'm going to call them, on these ring videos and stuff, you can see them checking people's door handles on their cars and other stuff, right? The guy that, or the guys or girls or whoever, the perpetrators that got Nancy, they had one mission, it seemed like. They were there to get her. I mean, we haven't seen the full video. I wish we could see the full video.
Well, but yeah, they were definitely there to get her, because that's all they got, right? That's all they got.
Yeah. So they had one mission. That's why I feel it's personal as well. I don't think it's
I said Epstein, not Einstein. Epstein. But anywho, I mean, not even getting in that. So,
Yep.
that's all they wanted was for like why. I just don't know what the reason was eventually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kentucky. We did.
So good.
It's perfect.
Nancy attended the University of Kentucky, where she wrote columns for the student-run newspaper, and met her husband, Charles, on a blind date at a basketball game.
But the thing that I always remember is my mom said, my dad walked up to the door of her sorority and she looked at him and said, "That's the man I'm going to marry." No, she didn't.
Nancy and Charles got married in 1963. Had 3
Savannah is a
children,
lawyer. Yes.
Cameron, Annie, and Savannah. A family focused on love and faith. Nancy has always been active at church.
The greatest gift my mother gave me was faith.
That was put to the test when tragedy struck the Guthrie family in
Let me check
1988.
MZ.
Charles died of a heart attack. Savannah says it was her mom who put the pieces back together.
She has met unthinkable challenges in her life with grit, without self-pity, with determination, and always, always with unshakable faith.
Nancy went back to work to provide for her children, going on to have a career at the University of Arizona. For decades, she lived and loved the Catalina Foothills.
And so wonderful. Just the air, the quality of life is laid back and gentle.
A local journalist in the area says here, Nancy Guthrie is revered. Just look at the growing support from neighbors and strangers in Tucson, all the way to her church in New York.
We've put this service together filled with songs and scripture that we know are near and dear both to Savannah and Nancy's hearts.
A loyal friend who never missed time with her social circle, playing games, reading, and laughing. And a mother and grandmother whose loved ones are desperate to get her home.
We are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom.
Your children will not rest until we are together again.
Very sad. Very sad. Okay, there we go. Justin, you
Hi.
must see my emails. Okay, look, thank you, my dear.
So this article came out a little bit ago, not too long ago, a couple days ago, and it's Nancy Guthrie's friends, long for their partner, and I don't know if I'm saying this properly, but Mahang in life. So this is a game they play, and it says shortly before her disappearance, Miss Guthrie, the mother of NBC host Savannah Guthrie, was celebrating her 84th birthday and playing games. It says 2 days before she vanished, Nancy Guthrie was sitting at her living room mahang table with some of her closest friends, a log burning in her fireplace. At 84, she was as competitive as ever as she squared off against younger women she had taught how to play. Before they say goodbye on the afternoon of January 30th, Miss Guthrie checked with one of the players, Ann Burnson, making sure that they were still on to watch church at a friend's house on Sunday. Their ritual was to gather in their friend's den and watch a recording of the Manhattan service that Miss Guthrie's youngest child, the NBC host Savannah Guthrie, had attended earlier that morning. They even had wafers and grape juice on hand for communion. But Nancy Guthrie, always punctual, did not arrive at 11 a.m. on February 1st. Her friends texted, then called. They contacted Miss Guthrie's older daughter, Annie, who rushed to Miss Guthrie's home. It was empty. Now nearly 2 weeks after Miss Guthrie's disappearance, which the authorities have said they are investigating as an abduction, her friends and family say that they are refusing to give up hope of finding her alive. Her toughness has always surfaced in difficult moments, like when her husband died suddenly in 1988, or when budget cuts threatened a vital public health service at the university where she worked, or even 2 days before her disappearance when she insisted on walking to the end of her gravel driveway to get the mail, even if a friend had to help. When they discuss Miss Guthrie now, friends stop themselves when they accidentally use past tense. Nancy was, is, they say. I think it's a good article because it gives kind of more of a timeline with and who like she was going to go watch church with, and kind of like how she has trouble walking as well. Just to the end of her driveway, she has trouble walking. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Yeah. I mean, it explains more about what really was happening there when the sheriff couldn't even mention that.
Mhm. Exactly.
It made just everyone speculate the hell out of it.
Mhm.
When you could just say not, she was going to a friend's house, hang out with, or they were hanging out together. Do you guys, this name popping up, Luke Daly? Has anyone heard this?
Why have I heard that name? Yeah.
Luke Daly. Someone just sent me a video about this. I'm going to show you guys a photo. And it's from Sleuth Intuition. I haven't heard of them before, but very interesting. Look at this. Does anyone know? Is
Oops,
this the electrician?
Let me remove this.
Is that the electrician?
I don't see anything.
I'll pull it up right here.
Oh, it's just a little bit of a picture, though. It's hard to. Looks like the same eyes.
The person from the house they raided with the 60-year-old mom.
The electrician
Maybe
lived.
that's his nose. Trying to remember if that's his nose or not.
Let me see. I think I might have a picture of him.
Wait. Let me look at something here.
Let me see if I have a picture of him real quick.
No.
I think I do.
If this is the same,
This guy
he's
kind of.
the Luke, or the guy with that has the Land Rover. His name isn't Luke.
No.
No, I don't think so.
He kind of looks like the neighbor that spoke out a little bit, but just me.
The guy that owns the Range Rover,
he spoke out on Facebook somewhere.
His name starts with a Z, from what I understand.
Yeah. And he's saying he just bought the car and something like 10 days prior or something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Thought I had a picture of that guy for some reason. The electrician.
Exactly. Exactly.
I thought I did, but I don't. Huh.
The DNA, there was DNA in the house, and one of the DNA profile showed up in one of the gloves that they found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's who I was thinking it was again as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think he has some. 1 second, I got something in. Someone just sent me something on this.
Yeah, he wrote on Facebook, and I was trying to find it earlier because he's upset about the car.
Okay, yeah, this is the neighbor guy as well.
Yes.
Exactly, Mary. Thank you so much, honey. Yes, Zach is the Range Rover guy. That is correct. Yep, I knew him. I just couldn't remember where I knew this guy's name from. Appreciate your support there. Yeah, he certainly. We knew the name, and he has a criminal record, by the way. This guy,
the electrician,
the
or
Luke Daly. He has.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you go to the Pima County Clerk of Superior Courts, he'll be 37 years old in March 2026.
Yeah. Here
We
it
can
is.
do a FOIA on it.
Yep. I'm trying
Right
to find
here.
that post.
We can do a FOIA on that.
Susan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
2008, 2017, 2017, 2022, 2025, 2013. Right there.
Mm. Is that his real name, though? Daly?
Mm-hmm.
I thought his... Okay. There was a Zach Jag.
No, Zach is the Land Rover.
Yeah, but they're saying a different name. He wrote on the Facebook group, the guy sold a car a week ago.
We're talking about the neighbor of Nancy.
Oh, okay. I get you. I got you now.
Nancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, huh?
Okay. All right. We're going to get to more about this DNA profile as well. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking this afternoon in the search for Nancy Guthrie, the FBI says one of the gloves recovered appears to match the gloves of the suspect in the surveillance video, and the FBI has recovered DNA from it. Let's bring in retired NYPD Lieutenant Darren Porcher. Darren, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
What is your reaction to this breaking news on the search for Nancy Guthrie, and specifically the glove with DNA in it?
Well, Mike, this is not just a lead. This has the potential to be breaking news because this is the crack in the case that we're looking for. How can we apply an identification as it relates to who we saw in the video to a DNA sample? And fortunately, this seems as if it's going to come to fruition because we're going to run this and we're going to place this information into the CODIS database
check your phone,
to see
please.
if this individual in fact has DNA in the CODIS database. The CODIS database has information for all individuals that are arrested in the 1990s up until now. And hopefully this will be what we need to garner us into the directional path of rescuing Nancy as well as bringing the perpetrators to custody as in relation to this case.
There was a big SWAT team FBI raid late Friday night that got a lot of us excited. I was watching very closely, but it did not produce any arrests. Does that disappoint you?
Well, Mike, it is disappointing, but at the same token, we have to take in consideration there was a magistrate that signed off on this warrant. In order for a magistrate to sign off on a warrant, there needs to be probable cause. And oftentimes, the magistrates or the judges will demand information to support if probable cause exists as it relates to what law enforcement brings forth. So it's an unfortunate occurrence, but this also shows that the men and women in law enforcement are vigorously working towards gaining a lead to concluding this case with an apprehension and bringing Nancy back home. So I don't see it as an error. I see it as police doing what's necessary to bring Nancy back home.
2 weeks later, do you think Nancy Guthrie is in that close radius to her home, or do you fear she's far from Tucson at this point?
Well, Mike, we're 60 miles away from the Mexican border, and that's oftentimes been a point of contention as it relates to the international line and her possibly being brought there. I'm optimistic, and I genuinely believe that this is a localized operation, and I think that she's in the local area. However, one of the things that's being done right now is, based on her pacemaker, we have now flown overhead devices to try to connect with the pacemaker to to see if we can find her in this localized area. So I'm hopeful that she's still in this area of Tucson and we can bring her back.
Let's go back to the breaking news of the moment, which is that glove that appears to match the glove that we've seen in the surveillance video of the suspect. How confident are you, or how excited are you about that development leading to our suspect?
I'm extremely excited and elated, and this shows the tenacity of law enforcement to move at breakneck speed to try to gain a clue as it relates to cracking this case. I genuinely believe that we're going to have a positive outcome as it relates to the analysis of this DNA. And this is a key component in getting us to that point. So going back to what you asked me, I'm excited about it. And I think that we're going to have a positive result in cracking this case.
Yeah, let's hope and pray we get some answers and bring Nancy home to her family. Darren Porcher, thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh,
And as we continue to follow the Guthrie investigation.
What's that?
yeah, just read what I sent you.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm trying to find that out right now.
he's not very happy.
Not
11 minutes ago, he just wrote he's not very happy.
South near the home of Nancy Guthrie. What we heard last week was that they found a pair of gloves. We've now learned this morning that local sheriffs in Pima County found 16 pairs of gloves. But of those 16 pairs of gloves, one in particular is especially interesting because that one may be a match to what was seen on Nancy Guthrie's Nest doorbell camera video. So the FBI says there's a DNA profile recovered from those gloves. They're testing right now. They're going to run it against the CODIS database, which has all the criminals registered in the country. They're going to see if there's a match within 24 hours. So we're expecting possibly some kind of lead in the case to come out of that. If not, the next.
okay. I want to make something clear because this Zach guy, he is saying that he does not own a Range Rover. He just posted on
Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook that he is not the owner.
Yeah, he is not happy, but it looks like he works at a car place though.
What did he? What was it like a week? What was the thing about a week ago that was said?
Where's that? Guys, the car sold a week ago to a guy with his mom. I am not the owner.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah. I'm not the owner of the Range Rover, and I'm not inside the country from a long time ago.
So he's denying it. He someone posted a post that in the he says to this one woman, or I don't know if it's a woman or a man, that Liv is their first name. He wrote, "I'm going to sue you for this. You're sharing false information about me, posting my pictures on public. Which if it's public, it's public. So anyway, but I don't own any Range Rovers at this, and this Range Rover sold a week ago to a guy with his mother. They bought it from the dealer. So I think I will soon see you in court. Stop lying."
But if you look at it says Tucson, Arizona, location at MG Motors. MG Motors.
But let me just say something to be fair here.
Yeah.
Because it says something on the back.
Yeah.
Right. The license plate. That could be from a dealership previous.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let me show you here. We'll get right back to this right in 1 second. See, like right here, it says MG Motors, but this could have been from a dealership previously.
Yeah, but it shows he works there too, so that's odd. I don't know.
On his background, right there.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything about Zach or Luke. Yeah, he was mad at whoever posted that right there.
Yeah.
But some people get like that. Let me pull this up, and we're gonna.
Why would you change it to where you work? I don't know. It says 7 years. Been working there for 7 years. So
yeah, we'll have to see. Well, let me look at some backgrounds. 1 second.
All right, so we just got a big news update from the FBI in the Nancy Guthrie case. We heard last week that they found some gloves along this road here. This is North Campbell Avenue. It runs north to south near the home of Nancy Guthrie. What we heard last week was that they found a pair of gloves. We've now learned this morning that local sheriffs in Pima County found 16 pairs of gloves. But of those 16 pairs of gloves, one in particular is especially interesting because that one may be a match to what was seen on Nancy Guthrie's Nest doorbell camera video. So the FBI says there's a DNA profile recovered from those gloves. They're testing right now. They're going to run it against the CODIS database, which has all criminals registered in the country. They're going to see if there's a match within 24 hours. So we're expecting possibly some kind of lead in the case to come out of that. If not, the next step that they could do is IGG, Investigative Genetic Genealogy. That's where researchers take the DNA profile and try to find the heritage of whoever donated it. So if they're not a match to anybody whose DNA they swapped already, or anybody who's a criminal with a conviction and in the database, they can still try to find who it is by going through this IGG process, which is a huge forensic tool that we've seen in a lot of cold cases. But more recently, they use it to catch Brian Koberger in the Idaho student murders.
Mm-hmm.
See now. Oh shit. There is so much misinformation here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. It's very confusing, this part. So this person put the gloves found 2 miles from the home of Nancy Guthrie had the same DNA as the kidnapper. But then they say this name works at MG Motors. The receipt comes from AZ Builders Maintenance just a few blocks away. MG Motors. And then it's got Ruben Borgio on here. And then they've got, again, the same name, works at MG Motors. MG is owned by Chinese state-owned automaker SAIC Motor.
Huh.
I'm going to get I'm going to figure all this out because there's so much misinformation on this. It is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you guys, just be careful with what you hear. Because
There's so many names and so much with the timeline is so mixed up.
Well, it's not even the timeline now. It's like people, that they're saying owns this, owns that, owns, works here, doesn't work here, lives here, doesn't live here. And I'm going to get these and I'm going to, I feel they're so close. Like they are. I think we could have, an arrest, especially if the CODIS match comes back. I think we'll have an arrest.
Yeah.
Monday night at the latest, I would say. As long as that comes back with CODIS. In my opinion.
They say 24 hours.
Yep. Or less. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they got, like you said, three prong. They got to test all. Make sure they all come back.
Yeah. I think they know exactly who was involved. Like I said, they were there at this location the other day. Then they pulled over this guy with a Range Rover. They took that Range Rover in. They lifted the hatch. They were looking at something. And I think they're testing things in that Range Rover as well. I believe, in my opinion, they probably got their DNA, like I said, and I think they're waiting for that DNA to see if it hits with CODIS and for other DNA to come back. And if it matches, you've sealed your fate. You've sealed it. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
But the problem is still, where the hell's Nancy? Where is Nancy at? That's the part that we have no idea about. And again, just because someone is arrested doesn't mean someone is found. Either.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean they're going to talk as well, right?
Or if there's more.
Some people might talk when they get arrested, and some people might not say a word. You know, we don't know who is involved or not.
Yeah.
Can't say at this time, right? This is really weird. What road was this on? Do you remember?
That road, was it Campbell Road?
Campbell, yeah.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Ouch.
No, it's Big Bird waving on the side of the road.
What?
Is that a glove? She said.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. Of course it
I don't
doesn't.
know why people do that. So, okay.
Oh, God, that scared me.
Sorry. He threw away the glove. Yeah.
Shows me that road. Yeah, North Campbell and East River, it looks like. Close to PF Chang's.
It's close to PF Chang's?
Yeah, there's a PF Chang's close by, it looks like.
Okay. So, I mean, look at this. This is what they were doing the other day with this Range Rover, right?
Yeah.
Now, clearly they didn't want us to see something, right? Clearly. What that was or is, I could not begin to tell you.
Yeah, what are they doing? Looks like he's changing his clothes or something.
No, he's there. They gloved up, they sealed it off, but there was something in this bag. Now, in my opinion, I believe that these individuals where they had went to, I believe they had they knew that law enforcement was coming. They kind of, you know, with all the, I mean, all you got to do is watch some of us live streamers, right? And you can tell what's, you know, if there's something going on.
Look at the shadows. I'm looking at something behind them, it looks like.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got his hands on something in there.
Are they checking up? I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing, but
Doing the cough and squeeze. Cough and squat. There you go.
I mean, I had my last vehicle before my Denali was exactly like this, except mine was black. And I mean, some of these have 3 rows. I think this one's a sport. And the sports don't have a third set that goes down. You know what they might have been doing? I wonder if they were changing they were making him change clothes.
Yeah,
No,
something.
that's
Because
the woman right there. That's the woman right there, isn't it?
it's a man and the guy that was in the car. They're taking DNA from all.
There's not a ton of room back there if there's not. This isn't the sports version. I mean, all Range Rovers are small compared to like a Denali. And I mean, it doesn't take a lot.
They getting urine? I don't understand that. One's bent down, so
I don't know, but they clearly had him handcuffed and he was sitting in the doorway.
He's one standing up in front of him, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had him, the handcuffs. Yeah.
I don't know, but clearly something is here.
There's a flashlight they got on something while he's bent over. What the heck? And one's
Well, I think
down
it was
by.
dark, and they're just trying to, you know what I mean.
That looks very strange.
You know, originally when all of this was going on, I thought, "Oh my God, is Nancy in the back of that?" That was my first thought. That was my first thought. But then I thought maybe, you know, but this is Arizona. Even in the winter, it's 60s, 70s, and you're just not going to do that. Number one, you're just not. It would be stupid to place someone in a vehicle like that in a parking lot out there.
Oh, I agree.
That doesn't mean they. But then I thought, oh my God, well maybe they're moving her. You know, they knew that they were coming. But you know, I don't believe that either at all.
I think, and I know this sounds bad, but I feel like if she's not alive, like was unalive in the house or something, they most likely got rid of her quickly. Like nobody's going to carry around a body.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to
You are
try to dump
absolutely
it.
right, Mom. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying nobody's going to drive around with a body unless they're really
right. And Mama
Jeffrey
Styles is
Dahmer.
absolutely right. If some of you know, a lot of my regular subscribers, older subscribers, know this for sure. But I used to work for funeral homes, and they absolutely want to take, like, if there is a body in a vehicle, they almost always tow the vehicle with the body in it, because they want that vehicle and the body in a contained place, because the moment you open that door, right, evidence can go out the window. So they want it all in a contained area, car and all.
100%.
So that's absolutely.
They're checking something on their body or here, in my opinion. It looks like what they're doing.
Okay. Yeah, they did get something out there to they put some stuff, you could tell, like in a box.
Coolpix said MG Motors is used car lot in Tucson at the North Oracle Road. It is not affiliated with MG, the manufacturer. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's okay. Let me see what JLR says on this. Someone just sent this to me. I want to see what he says on this. I'm gonna get the backgrounds and get this straightened out as much as we can. But I want to see what he has to. I wanted to see what he has to say on this.
This guy is gonna be so angry.
Let me just say something. JLR don't care.
Yeah, I know.
JLR, like someone says to JLR, sue me. Like he's like, you're kidding, right? You're kidding. JLR will laugh at them sideways. Let me play something here. 1 second.
Zach, and it is him. This is the guy on leads, going through the tips, the thousands and thousands mountains of tips that they have. The person of interest is interesting. The guy at the Culvers, his name is Zach, or he goes by Zach. And I went down to his apartment complex this morning. Now, one thing I found very, very interesting about this guy, and I'm going to show you his photo. Let me give you his photo here. Hold on. I'll get up his photo and show you. I actually put the tweet out. It is him. This is the guy. Everything matches the guy that they had. But Pima County was calling him their person of interest.
Are these people? And listen,
we get one single photo.
He's
of
not.
Him. He's identified.
He's right on this. Yesterday, the sheriff quoted, by the way, said the person in the Range Rover was our person of interest.
Yes.
Remember that? And
Yep.
he's not wrong on that. He's absolutely right. And again, it wouldn't surprise me if the sheriff, rescinded after he blabs and rescinds everything like he does anyways to begin with. But he says our person of interest.
As a guy named Zach. And, well, that's his middle name, Zach. Goes by Zach. It's Zadion Jaghob. Zadion Jaghob. Zadion.
That's what we just said.
This guy right here. So he's a Tucson resident, and he's the one that was driving the Range Rover. He was picked up. You could kind of see him right there. He's the one that was down there when they pulled him over at the Culvers, right? I believe it's related to the house that was around the corner, right? 2 miles away. That individual has been identified too, at least the one person that lives in that house. We'll talk about him shortly too. Don't really necessarily have a photo on him that is verified, but this guy right here, it goes by Zach, drives the Range Rover. Now, what I find interesting about this guy right here is he lives down on Campbell's the road, going out of here. Campbell's the road where the glove was found on the side of the road. Campbell is where we went down to Campbell and River Road.
There you go.
And we did a live stream there. Well, he lives in an apartment complex on Campbell, a little bit away from where we went to the park down there at that bridge, the Bat Bridge. It does kind of look like the guy. It does. I mean, it just, he does, but he got let go. So I don't know what's going to come out of this, but I'm just showing you that this was the guy that was detained. And it's coming out. Fox News is reporting now, and it came out after we, finished the live yesterday, that they had him as a person of interest. And I'll read the article to show you case in point.
Just in it.
But he lives on Campbell, an apartment complex right by the Bat Bridge where we went down to a little bit. He lives into Tucson. I'm not going to share the actual address, but what I'll share is I went down there this morning. He lives in like a gated apartment complex. I was looking for the Range Rover for his address. I didn't see the Range Rover there. So I don't know where the Range Rover is unless he doesn't live at that apartment complex anymore. But he has a lot of things registered to that apartment complex. Maybe they gave him this Range Rover back. Maybe they didn't. We don't know. Probably took his DNA. Probably have to analyze.
It might take a second.
DNA matches the unknown DNA that has been found.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Right there, Nancy's home. Because as we heard from the Pima County
Hello,
Sheriff.
thank you so much, my friend. I've watched it live on another station. The agent was about to open the back. Then they held up the sheet before it happened. Absolutely. Yes. Yep. I did see that as well. They was gonna just open it, and then they all got around and they put that sheet around it. You're exactly right.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Chloe. Appreciate you very, very much. You can see Luke, the Nancy Guthrie case, who was Luke. Yeah, I saw that, Brian.
Office, they shared that DNA was found inside Nancy's home, not Nancy's DNA, someone else's DNA. Don't know. I don't know if that will be, who else has access. Could be many people.
He's right.
They'll have to go through each one and say who had access in the house, who didn't, that should have been there, and whose DNA is in there that shouldn't have been in there or never been in there prior. So, but it could be the perp could be somebody that's DNA is in there prior because the perp been in the house prior because it's a known person to Nancy. So a lot of unknowns about that with that situation. So here we are. Here we are in front of Nancy's home. We got a sheriff parked over there on the left side, and
I don't know when that was posted.
This is so
but that
weird.
guy that got I'm going to share a little bit about the story about he being labeled, according to Fox News, as a person of interest, the Zach guy. And I'm going to get this article out and show you.
I showed that yesterday.
But it is interesting.
Yep.
Person of interest.
It looks like they got more DNA on him.
Person of interest. In their eyes, but
okay, I sent part of that to you, Dan. Check your email. I sent it to the not the
you check. Gotcha. Yeah.
One. Get the article out here if I can find
it. But that's one of the backgrounds.
Okay.
On that.
Here's coming from Fox Phoenix. Case in point, Fox Phoenix about that guy right there with the vehicle there when they had him in there. So it says, Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos confirms to Fox 10 Phoenix, the man seen in this video who owns a gray Range Rover SUV was also his department's person of interest.
Yes.
In Guthrie's abduction. He cooperated with investigators before being released. So the question is he still a person of interest, or is he in like Sheriff Nanos kind of said?
Well, I mean, someone just said my first thing was my first gut feeling was family. I'm sticking to it. Again, it can be 5 other people, and we got to, what is the motive? The motive could be, someone, family, friends, church members, who knows, hired. Yes.
Or hired. That's how I feel, but that's just my opinion.
I feel like it's something like that as well.
Say, well, we haven't officially cleared everyone. It's this guy right here. This is the guy.
100% eyebrows and a goatee.
Yeah.
And he lives down the street from here.
What about his lips? To me, his lips look fuller. But again, it was just we just got a couple still shots of said perpetrator. Oops. That damn mouth flashlight. Oops, wrong one.
See, this person, in my opinion, was intelligent to even use a mouth flashlight. Like,
I don't know. I don't think this person's overly intelligent.
I think they've probably done it before.
Layers of gloves. Yeah, absolutely. The eyes match, though, someone said. I think the eyes, the eyebrows, there's a goatee.
Let me see.
It's
lids. Yeah.
Is this guy is he Italian or what is he? He's like Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern. He's got the thick ridge on the
apartment complex.
The other person, you can't see their lids.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't, you know what I mean? I mean, his are heavy though, so
they need to put out more video, in my opinion.
I agree. They need to, absolutely.
Put out some more video.
Address, and I'm not going to say his address offhand. Y'all can do your own sleuthing, and is he involved in this case? Why would he be a person of interest? Well, very first thing is when you look at him, the mustache, their proximity to this location. Maybe that's the reason why they had this guy as a person.
He's Mexican,
or maybe there's other information that
I'm going to find out in a second.
Only he will be able to share if he ever comes out of the woodwork. His name is Zach. Well, he goes by Zach. His name is Zudian. Zaidoun. Zach Jaghoub. Jaghoub.
That's not a Mexican
I don't
last
know.
name.
No,
I don't
that's
know.
yeah, Middle Eastern or something.
Yeah.
Huh.
So good morning, everyone. So we got the camera planted. They're
Jordan,
tucked
yeah.
in there on the left.
I knew that was not
Manhunt
Mexican.
continues.
Iranian.
I went over to this apartment complex, didn't see him there, but also couldn't get in because it's gated. So I went on the outside. I scanned all the vehicles there, every single vehicle I could see in the parking lot, and I did not see the Range Rover. So he might be at another address. He could be somewhere else, or he could be like the other people at the other place. The other guy. Now, the other house, I went over to the other house this morning.
I'm working on it, Daft, on that email.
You are? Okay.
And
thank you.
Just waiting for it.
Here's the Fox News report about him being a person of interest. I was looking for the actual Fox News report. So it's
Thank
right
you,
here.
cool pics.
Fox News. This is latest update. Pima County Sheriff says man
Welcome
detained
in.
Friday, later released, was our person of interest. And the article says, and then we'll talk about the other house.
Not Iranian, maybe Arab.
Pima County
or
Sheriff says
Turkish.
man detained Friday, later released, was our person of interest. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos released new details about a federal operation Friday night.
Do you remember the viral
Thank you, Annette.
thing that was going around this year during Christmas? Just hear those sleigh bells ring, ting, 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 tingling, doo.
Yeah.
Indian singing. Do you remember that? Oh my God, I sang that. Just hear those sleigh bells ring, ting, 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 ting. It was all around that. I thought a screenshot of Zach's social media that was flash showed he was from Jordan. I'm still singing it months later. I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Any ideas on motive? That's the question. That's the question. That's the big question.
I've always felt it's money motivated. Someone didn't like something, or someone got left out of something.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Or hold on, wait a second. What TMZ say? FBI says DNA on gloves match subject seen in answer together video. Yep, we knew that one. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of making me wonder about all these people now.
I wonder where.
Because the Luke guy, he's got things against him. I showed you guys that, like six different things, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna do.
Why are there so many vehicles involved? So many gloves, so many vehicles.
Well, one thing from the beginning they have almost made certainly clear is that this individual, or there's more than one individual, right?
The sheriff.
There's more than one individual. The signal sniffer. I think they've been using the helicopter. I think they need to use a drone. They can get lower.
I just told my mom that. I said, why aren't they using a drone with the sniffer? They can go really low with that.
But I think the thing is like 8 or 9 inches. I don't know how much it weighs. You might need a big drone.
Yeah.
As well.
There's a name for those, what they're using. Give me a second.
Is probably going to send that DNA to that private lab in Florida, which specializes in touch DNA. And they can do a 1-to-1 comparison with the known DNA that they have and this person to see if it matches. What they cannot do is they don't have the ability to run it through CODIS. So it's going to have to go probably to the FBI lab at that point so that we can keep this lab situation down to a manageable number. And then
They're
the
sending it through
FBI
CODIS, lady.
or the sheriff's department can run it through CODIS, the National Database for DNA, and then determine if that, you know, will hit with anyone else. But the DNA sample that the FBI is or that the private lab is in possession of, if they have sent it back to the lab to the sheriff already, it's already in CODIS.
Lori, who you expecting apology from? Thank you, Lisa.
Those sniffers are small. They could definitely fit on a drone.
Well, they said it was like 8 inches or something on the.
Yeah, there's
I don't know how
one.
much it weighs, though. You wouldn't think it would be that much.
Yeah, they're really small. You can even do 1 centimeter by 6 centimeters battery. Then you got 5 by 5 by 3 by 1. So they're small.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, always frozen. Sorry. Yeah, they're pretty small. So it looks like it could definitely fit on a drone.
I won't say anything for a fact like that, Lisa, because I don't think anybody knows. Please put in my opinion, guys, if you do have an opinion, or just write IMO or allegedly or reportedly, would be great.
If they haven't, then they're going to have to send it back to the sheriff or to the FBI to get it uploaded into CODIS and then compared.
Maureen, we've all seen the horrifying, frightening photos from the front of the house that the FBI was able to get off the Google Nest camera of the man, covered from head to toe. Do you think, and I thought a lot about this, do you think someone else involved, and I don't mean just someone else to plan this thing, I mean someone else who was actually at the house that night and also went into the house to kidnap Nancy?
Well, obviously we're not sure, but I would say it's probably likely there was someone driving the car.
I'm going to show you the
and the car could have been right there in the driveway. It could have been halfway through the circle driveway. We don't have the entire video. I'm sure the FBI has much more video. Did this person attempt to open the front door here? Did they have a key to the front door? Did they go around to the back door? Do we have that video? There's just a lot of unanswered questions, but for me, it would make a lot more sense if you had at least 2 people involved in this conspiracy and the other person was driving the vehicle.
Why do you think his backpack is so full, Maureen? It looks stuffed. I mean, what do you think could be in there?
Violent criminals, he's obviously got a proclivity to violence, and that's one of the questions when you're trying to analyze the offender of a situation like this. He's got a proclivity and a predisposition to violence because she was bleeding on the front steps when she left. So there's just no question there. That is an actual fact that we know. So, and he's got that gun on his waistband, but with regard to that backpack, could he have a tarp? Could he have restraints? Could he have
I agree,
tape?
Sonia. I agree.
Those would be the things I would expect to find in something like that. He could have rope. Who knows? But this is why when municipal law enforcement officers pull people over and they see kits like this in their trunk,
I agree, Lori,
or burglary tools or whatever, it gives them probable cause to search or detain or even arrest.
And just real quick, Maureen, there's something I learned about that hasn't been reported yet. We saw a helicopter very low over Nancy's house and in the surrounding area the other day. And I'm told there was something called a signal sniffer on one of the skids of the helicopter, a very, very small box, like less than 7 inches long, that could actually detect Nancy's pacemaker. And again, I have not heard this reported before, but we were able to confirm it. And it just made me think about all the technology that the FBI is likely using now that we don't know about. I mean, is there AI involved? What else do you think other tools they may be using that we just don't know?
They'll be using every tool we have to try to bring Nancy home. With regard to this particular tool, I don't know, but I do know that the pacemaker sends off a very short distance alert or whatever. So they're going to have to get really close. How close were they to the ground?
They were close, Maureen. Yeah, that's what was so interesting when we saw the helicopter. They were so low, and we were all talking about it. Like, what are they doing? Why are they hovering so low in different spots around the yard? Come to find out, they actually had this signal sniffer sent in, special for this. It's, you know, it's like a special piece of equipment that had to be sent in, which it makes sense now why they were hovering so low. Maureen O'Connell, I always appreciate talking to you and your expertise. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Brian. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. You always do a great job.
Okay.
1 second. That literally answered everything we just talked about. We were talking about it.
Yeah. So I was looking for MG Motors in Arizona, and I want to say that the place I'm going to show, not in any way, shape, or form saying anything negative about them. Don't bother them, don't harass them, don't contact them, or anything of that nature. They have not been named in any way, shape, and or form. Every human being is innocent unless and until proven guilty. Nobody has been named a suspect at all. But when you look this up, it appears that it's just a little business that sells mainly luxury pre-owned used cars. Maserati, they got 2 Maseratis. That appears like to be a Nissan or a Mazda. BMW. That's a G-Wagon, an older G-Wagon. A Mercedes, or it's an Audi. Is that a Mercedes or an Audi? It's hard for me to tell. It's a Mercedes or an Audi. I know that. Jeep, Broncos. Oh, that one looks brand new, actually.
07.
But yeah, I mean, they just, just a few cars on their lot. Hummers.
What?
Hyundai. Well, they got more here. They got quite a bit here on their lot, right?
Yeah, like luxury. Some of them. Well, most more luxury.
Yeah, more luxury than anything. Porsches.
Aldi.
Yeah, just a really small little place.
I said Aldi.
Aldi.
Aldi, yeah.
Can you make sure Justin gets this? What's that EMF?
I don't see it.
G-Wagon, mega luxury. Yeah, I mean, a brand new G-Wagon is. 180,000, 150,000. You can get some. I wonder if the FBI are looking for face types, in my opinion, Zach, and those have similar faces and nice eyes. Yeah, well, DNA is going to, make or break, in my opinion, in this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. Chillinois said on X, some notes, and this is according to Chillinois on X, the Range Rover was stopped during a traffic stop in Culver's parking lot about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's home. The person who investigators believe to be the owner was detained, handcuffed, briefly questioned, and described as cooperative. He was later released with no arrest made. The operation ended without anyone remaining in custody. Authorities believe he owned the vehicle, which was searched, including photos of the interior trunk shielded by a privacy sheet. sealed evidence tape on the trunk and towed away as part of the investigation tied to a federal search warrant and related leads in the case. No official name has been publicly released by law enforcement, and several reports refer to him as unidentified or unnamed person. We saw law enforcement cover the temporary tag on the license plate. Presumably, it was purchased recently by an unnamed man. As of early yesterday morning, 6:53 a.m., the Range Rover that was sealed and towed away was still available on the dealership website. Despite a separate listing for it on Craigslist being taken down the same night the unnamed man was pulled over. And there we go.
Yep. I just want to say something real quick. It says this is for the glove, right? The black glove has been confirmed to be found behind Long Realty, a realty company just off of Campbell Road.
Oh, they do have a website here.
Is that the one that was just found? If it's the one that's just found, then it's found next to the other one.
No, I'm talking about a website. Their website, the motor.
Oh, the motors, yeah.
So they have like.
Thank you, Tam. Thank you, Real. This is so odd.
Thank you, Claude. Appreciate you, honey.
Thank you all for being here. Yeah, this.
I just texted you the link. Okay.
Me?
Let's see what this is. Yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Video?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry. Well, someone just texted me something.
Oh, okay.
I just want to look into. Okay, you sent me a video. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a good video close up of to go back to the blood. So remember how we did a video a couple days ago showing how that one right there, that looks like a cough. Like,
oh yeah, there's definitely in my opinion, well, either air or saliva. Or
yeah,
mucus.
saliva as well. Yeah, like spit it out or something.
Look at the. Is that a leaf right there, or is that caulking?
It's probably part of those flowers he was
That's
trying
what
to.
I'm saying. Do you see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Looks like a part of a leaf right there.
It's like he was putting a nest, like making a nest with flowers right there.
He was trying to cover it up, but
That's so
Not-
weird though. Like, just take it off. Why didn't he just take it off right away? Like, he didn't want to damage it for some reason. He just wanted to cover it.
I just don't think he was thinking.
Well, maybe he was thinking it would send if he damaged it right away, it would send like a notification out or something to somebody else, maybe, or
Maybe. Thank you so much, Brian. Y'all guys do great work. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, Rebecca. It's very kind of you. And Robin, thank you so much, my friend. Very kind of you. Very generous. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you.
Thank you all for being here.
Support. No, that ain't why he grabbed the flowers. They said he grabbed to get a grip of the camera.
What?
What do you mean to grab to get a grip of the camera?
Get a grip of the camera. Because he couldn't grab it right with the gloves or something?
I mean, he's got gloves on.
Yeah. So why not just rip it off and break it right away? It's like he didn't want to damage it at first. It feels like. Why
I don't think he cared about damaging it personally. I just think
Why take the
there's a lot of adrenaline running through your body when something, then you just may not be thinking clearly. And maybe if he wanted to surprise someone, if he thought she was coming to the door, I don't know. We don't know why someone does what they do sometimes, you know?
Yeah, because it's going to send alerts to someone if it's covered. That's the thing.
Yeah, that criminal. Those gloves were huge. He had several layers on. I mean,
you can tell by the way he bent over. He had to move his leg to the side to actually bend over and pick the flowers. Like usually just bend over. He had to move his right leg straight to actually get down.
I don't think he's that tall.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they've already said he's 5'9" to 5'10". Law enforcement has already put that out.
Mm-hmm.
A real criminal would have black spray or duct tape or something like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. So it's like, I don't know. Why not just take it off and break it? Or just throw it somewhere? Like, take it off its harness right here. Like, it's just freaking weird.
Thank you, seriously, question mark. Thank you, hey sugar. You guys are very kind. The dynamic duo. What else?
Yeah. But it's still recording. It still can see you. And it still sends alerts that someone's there. It even says person.
Detected, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now, if it's just flowers there, if it's just wind going by or just like an animal, it'll say motion detected. Well, that's what the ring does anyways. This was a nest, so maybe it says something a little bit differently. I don't know. Just my opinion.
Oh, 1 second. What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Chillinois said, I'm not complaining about people finding gloves and reporting on finding them. These are the things search parties would do. I'm kind of shocked the areas under bridges haven't been searched by investigators. Honestly, it's one of the first places I'd check. I mean, there hasn't been really any major searches out for them or Nancy to begin with. You know what I mean? Oh, let me just say something. Who is this rep Alma that someone bitching about on Twitter? As someone who lives and represents Tucson, Pima County, I'm so sick of watching the reporting, grifting, insane speculation, lies, and BS, random wannabe journalists and YouTubers who have caused more harm than good to the entire situation and put this serious case in jeopardy. Please go home. Let law enforcement do their jobs. Stop following them during SWAT operations and playing detective. I am sick of constant lies from those who can't even spell Tucson and clearly have never been to our city. This home is not near downtown or midtown, so stop posting random videos of people walking in yards. Ain't it, y'all? No, Mexicans don't all the time. Oh, sorry, all look the same. Yes, our sheriff would probably stay off social media and not speak to the press anymore. Yes, this is sad, and we all want Nancy home, but seriously, please stop. Go home. Hashtag Nancy Guthrie. Last time
Hashtag get off your couch.
Yeah, hashtag the last time I checked, it was a free fucking country, and we could go
Tucson
where they wanted to go, and just like, I don't know, any journalist, any national journalist or anyone else, they fly in, and the exact reason why the people don't trust the media as much anymore, number one. But number two, more importantly, with people like JLR, you get the full story.
All
You
day,
don't
all long.
get a
Yeah.
2-second clip. You get to
Mm-hmm.
go behind the scenes, what they're doing, what's moving, all of that.
Background,
And it
everything.
is exhausting to do
It is.
to do that.
It
It's
is.
exhausting.
As soon as we wake up, we're constantly bouncing. Like, it doesn't matter what case.
Oh, I'm talking about going on the road too.
Oh, on the
Like
road.
that's
Not even on the road. Like,
it's
just
exhausting,
it's exhausting.
what
Mhm.
JLR is doing. Shit, JLR and I, we've worked, him and I've been out on different cases before together in the past. It's exhausting. And who,
Mhm.
like Nerdy Addict, and good for him, he said,
Yeah.
don't mention how the crowds coming to help are boosting local hotels, restaurants, and other businesses.
Yep.
Don't ask why nearly every other case would have been meaningful evidence by now to identify a suspect. Just go home.
Don't read mine, please. I posted on hers too.
Oh, did you?
I said, get off the couch. What are you
Get off
talking about?
This is one second. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's just
This is what she can do. She can kiss my signal sniffer is what she can do.
signal sniffer.
She can kiss my and everyone else's signal sniffer.
Yep. If she gets up from the couch.
And this is the thing, like if she can do a better job, get out there, girl. Get
Yeah.
out there. Throw your live camera up.
Mm-hmm. Seems like she's mad because, like,
Spicy Justin.
this guy here is like literally showing the ring camera footage. Like, they asked the neighbors around in the area, and we could see there's a lot of freaking prowlers trying to open people's cars, trying to like steal their stuff in the middle of the night while they're sleeping. And you can see this. I mean, we showed like 4 videos yesterday of it.
Yeah, I mean, I just like you
Makes
would think
people
you would want to be welcoming to your city and all of that. I've been to Tucson a few times in my life, and Tucson is a great place. It's a great place.
Well, it makes people aware. Like,
well,
these people probably weren't even aware that they had prowlers around until they were asked to look at their camera footage,
Mhm.
in my opinion, because they're just now getting it in. But I mean, maybe they knew from alerts, but still.
Yeah, crime is terrible anywhere. You know what I mean? Even though violent crime is down to the lowest ever, I think, historically. So
what is your reaction to this new reporting that the sheriff withheld critical evidence from the FBI?
You turn the volume
I
up.
have a one-word answer. That's outrageous. And it's outrageous
That's
for
his
a
le-
number
that's
of
his-
reasons.
Okay.
The FBI is the entity that certifies those for-profit organizations, of which the sheriff's department here has a contract with, to analyze trace evidence, DNA, hair, anything. And to, in my opinion, to not include the FBI in that analysis is absolutely outrageous.
So what is your reaction to this new reporting that
Oh, well.
the sheriff withheld?
I mean, I like JLR. Some people, don't. But this is the thing with if you are any sort of YouTuber, there are people that love you and not like you. You know what I mean? So I like JLR.
I think he works hard.
I think out of anyone out there that I'm going to watch personally, it's going to be JLR.
Yeah.
Period. Like anyone that's like YouTube that is out there on the ground, it's only going to be JLR.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Nobody else. I've worked with JLR, and let me tell you something. When you work with like JLR, he from morning till night, it's constant running. He works.
See, I would be good until about 8 o'clock at night. Then I'm like, good night.
Yeah. Like the night before, like you plan everything or whatever, and then the next morning, up, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry, I did not say that. I'm talking about that's out there on the ground, Jerry. That's the difference. Yeah. Maybe. Piece from Denise. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a Jack and Lily live very, very soon.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on that too soon.
Yeah. Get someone. What's that? Quick question. How are you to go to get someone's shoe size without the shoes?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I agree with Terry.
Well, Ratui, this is the thing. Not everyone's going to like you. It just is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It just is what it is. And you just have to be okay with that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You sent me an email, Sherry. Thank you. Okay.
Let's. Excuse me.
Oh, hold on. Is this new?
I sent you a couple things too.
When was this?
Well, they were wearing shoes.
Got that
shoe size. I thought they said something on the shoe size now, or maybe we did. I think they're wearing like a 10 and a half, 11.
Oh, damn. Former judge. Oh, wow. Look at this.
Wait, it was right there.
Front door. More on this breaking news next. Let's bring in former Arizona Supreme Court Judge Andrew Gould. Judge, welcome.
Thank you, Mike, for having me today.
What is your reaction to this headline? Does it make you hopeful as it makes probably the rest of us?
It does. I mean, everybody wants Nancy Guthrie to be found safe and sound and as soon as possible.
This former federal judge is asking for the sheriff to step down, or step aside, rather.
You want the
Step aside.
people that are responsible for this infernal crime to be held accountable and be brought to justice.
Absolutely right. So we're 2 weeks in, sir. Does it surprise you we're at this stage without an arrest? And do you feel like investigators may be close?
Well, it's hard to tell what the proper amount of time is for a case like this. I think more of my concerns have been with respect to Sheriff Nanos. I think he has made some mistakes in this case that have impeded the investigation. It is my opinion that he should step out of the way and let the FBI do its job. I think his deputies are doing a very fine job on the ground, but my concern is that the sheriff is becoming more of the story than trying to bring these people to justice and bring Nancy Guthrie home safe and sound.
The FBI has increased the reward to $100,000. We have a description, 5'9" to 5'10", average build. We know the backpack the suspect was carrying. Does all of that encourage you that we are getting closer to answers?
It does. We're waiting for the DNA results from some of the gloves, which could identify the suspect. So I think there's a lot going on right
Okay.
now. I like to be optimistic
Wow.
that we're very close, but we have to keep in.
I think we will have something probably within the next 48 hours, in my opinion, hopefully.
Hopefully.
A lot of people was confused about the CODIS, and I just wanted to go over what the CODIS is. And this is, you can find this on FBI.gov. What is CODIS? CODIS is an acronym for the Combined DNA Index System, and it is the generic term used to describe the FBI's program to support for criminal justice DNA database, as well as software uses to run these databases. The National DNA Index System, or NDIS, is considered one part of CODIS, the national level containing the DNA profiles contributed by federal, state, and local participating forensic laboratories. CODIS DNA database, how does it work? For example, in the case of an sexual assault, where an individual kit is collected from the victim, a DNA profile from the suspected perpetrator is developed from the swabs in the kit. The forensic unknown profile attributed to the suspected perpetrator is searched against their state database of convicted offenders and arrestee profiles contained within the convicted offender and arrestee incidences in the state is authorized to collect the database DNA samples for arrestees. If there is a candidate match in the convicted offender or arrestee index, the laboratory will go through procedures to confirm the match. If confirmed, will obtain the identity of the suspected perpetrator. The DNA profiles from the evidence is also searched against the state's database of crime scene. DNA profiles called the forensic index. If there is a candidate match in the forensic index, the laboratory goes through the confirmation procedures. If confirmed, the match will then be linked to two or more crimes together. The law enforcement agencies involved in these cases are then able to share information obtained on each of the cases and possibly develop additional leads. Okay. So, if you want to know more about it, you can look at all the questions here. I will drop this in chat so you can read more on it, on how it works. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jackson. You know what? You have to be smarter than the poll. If you hit the three little dots on the side, that will disable the poll. You just hit dismiss. Like I am going to, Daphne is actually, it's in Daphne's chat. Like Daphne is getting ready to dismiss you from her chat.
Oh, was it mine? I didn't even see the.
You just have to hit that three little dots. It says dismiss the poll.
Yes, three dots.
So we're going to not annoy you any longer.
There, just put your camera.
You Jackson Jackass 7954. You can kiss my 8675309. Okay, is what you can kiss. Okay. Ta-ta. Sorry. Anyway.
The poll should automatically go away if it's, what poll is it? I don't even know. Thumbs up one.
Hey, young black economist, how you doing, girl? Good to see you. Anyway, he's a riot one. I mean, just people. I mean, God, sometimes people like they just fucking hate their lives, I guess. Oh my God, this poll's so ignoring. Lord, you know what's annoying? Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Just, I don't know. All right. You got anything you want to show Daff?
It doesn't even show me on the side. I sent you a couple of things if you want to go over them.
Okay.
I don't know which way you want to go.
Retired New York Police Department Lieutenant Dr. Darren Porcher has described the latest forensic findings as a genuine breakthrough with the potential to dramatically advance the case. Investigators have obtained a full DNA profile from a black glove discovered approximately 2 miles away from the Nancy Guthrie's home in Catalina Foothills.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how far this specific glove is from. Thank you, Sabrina. Love you, darling. I wonder how far this specific glove that's 2 miles away is from said alleged potential, well, where they went and did the SWAT.
It's not far at all.
Because it was 1.9 miles. You know, it could be 2 miles from any direction, of course, but
Well,
it's 1.9 miles from the SWAT's home to
Give me a
Nancy's
minute.
home.
Okay, from the glove to the SWAT home, it is 1.77 miles.
Okay.
Okay. And then do you want me to measure the SWAT home to Nancy's home?
No, that's 1.9 miles.
Okay. And then Nancy, where she shops and stuff, is very close to where they raided that home as well. But to tell you the truth, that place where they just did the SWAT, it's actually pretty close to where Annie and them live too. It's not too far away from hers. Well, they all lived around the same place, so I guess.
Yeah, I think so too, Frank.
But I find it kind of interesting how, because I've drawn a line from Nancy's and everything that they found. It goes, you know what I mean?
I think,
like in a path.
in my opinion, the motive is money or what's the
vengeance or something.
Vengeance, yeah.
Yeah.
The word, yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. I believe she was targeted. I believe the motive was vengeance and then money. Right? Angry about that. And I do believe she's no longer with us.
Yeah.
And I believe she is close by. I don't believe that they would just drive around with the body, in my opinion, all over.
I think she's out in the desert.
I believe so too, but they're surrounded by desert. But there is the Sentinel Peak Park, not too far from there, and it's just scenic, right? It's just where you go up on the mountain and take photos. Called Tamok Hill, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Which is an area. And then, of course, the Catalina Foothills, there's a lot of houses in there as well. So, Mount Kimball, which is not far away, could be an area, but that would be opposite of where the gloves and mask and stuff are found. So they could have went there and then went to their house or wherever after and threw the gloves and mask out. Just my observation.
If my phone rings one more time, you know what you can do, Sherry?
Oh, thank you, Lori.
Do not disturb, girl, and it won't ring one more time.
I know I have to keep mine off because I have ADD, so I'm like.
In my opinion, he had that, the bite light in his mouth. He, at some point, might have taken it out of his mouth with his gloves, leaving his DNA on it. That's a good point. I never thought of that.
That is very smart. Very smart.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe sat it down for a minute and like while he was doing something else, and it would have got DNA, saliva.
Well, I mean, think about it. Can you imagine, like, if you're
Ooh.
talking to someone in that house, like, let's say this guy was talking to Nancy, saying
Mhm.
it's hard to have that thing in your mouth and talk in a stern voice,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Like, follow me or whatever, and have this thing in your you
Mhm.
choke on it. You're not careful.
Yeah, because they're small. So could he have like taken it out and
Absolutely.
or he could have taken it out, put it in his pocket, but now he's got saliva on his hands too. So if he had touched, like say to turn her phone off, because her phone was still there. So if he turned her phone off, that saliva got on her phone. Along with his, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Contaminating.
Yeah, because the saliva would have been on the glove. Not his fingers, but his glove.
Absolutely.
And the glove would have touched the phone to turn the phone off. And if they would have tested the phone, they would have found his saliva.
Yep.
Not thinking about it, even thinking just putting it in his pocket. And then, oh, I didn't even think about that. Then he just totally screwed up and hopefully he gets caught. One little thing, one little mistake. That's all it takes.
Absolutely. I'm going to pull up the polls.
Could be Lee. Could be. She could have, yeah.
In the one chat, do you think the arrest will happen after the DNA is back within? Boy, this one's probably the most spread out I've ever had a poll. Do you think the arrest will happen after the DNA is back within? 35% says I don't know or not sure. 26% says a few days, and 24% says a few 24 hours or less, and 15% says weeks, months, or years in that chat. And then if I go over to my other chat here, very, very similar. Do you think the arrest will happen after the DNA is back within? Unsure, I don't know, 30%. A few days, 27%. 24 hours or less, 24%. Weeks, months, maybe longer, 19%. And that's based upon, both polls is based upon about 3,600 votes. So that's very interesting. Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. I really do appreciate you, my love. I agree that use of the bite light and then bending over to grabbing the foliage outside, he may have dribbled saliva out of his mouth. There could be just anything is absolutely possible. Having that thing in your mouth, right? You kind of got to also kind of keeping it open. So it is likely that saliva could come out of your mouth like that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. When I apologize. I don't remember the first person that mentioned the bite light, but that is a really good observation and about that. So I think maybe they did get some kind of DNA from that. Just speculating, of course, but it makes sense. And that would be one small mistake that could get this person caught.
Absolutely. Well,
Just
I mean,
fill
this
them
is
with
the
all
they've already made that mistake because the
Yeah,
DNA's in the house.
exactly.
DNA's in the house. They've already. It's very hard to go into a place and not leave your DNA somewhere. It's very hard.
Should have wore a freaking one of those little lights on your forehead.
Yeah. no doubt.
Headlamp. Yeah,
Headlamp.
but I don't even know if Nancy heard them or him or her, whatever, perpetrator come in. Like, she didn't have her hearing aids in. So could, and then it even said that she couldn't even walk to the end of the driveway. I mean, she could, but it was really hard for her. So.
Oh, hold on. Guthrie Sheriff says to expect more police activity as officials investigate leads.
Oh, of course, because they're waiting for all that stuff.
I'm just wondering, you think there's going to be anything tonight? It's Sunday night.
Probably tomorrow morning, in my opinion. Well, when did they send it in?
Tomorrow night.
The third one. So they sent in what? Friday night. We know they probably most likely got swabs from all those people. I don't see why they wouldn't. So they sent that in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure tomorrow is going to be a breaking day.
But, I mean, you never know. They could do something tonight and surprise people on a Sunday night at 3 a.m. or whenever.
They absolutely could.
They seem to do things late at night of the evening.
Yeah, they do. They do. Well, it seems really late to us too, because we're on the East Coast, so we're a few hours or a couple hours in front of them. Yeah, tomorrow is President's Day, isn't it? Oh yeah. Stock markets are closed. That stinks. Stock markets are closed. They can't get their Bitcoin. No, they can still transfer Bitcoin. It doesn't count. It doesn't matter what holidays, Bitcoin still runs.
But it takes like a couple days for them to get it, doesn't it?
Florida, they didn't send the glove to Florida. They probably sent it to Quantico, right? Like, why would they continue?
No.
He sent the glove to Florida too?
I think that they sent everything.
That's ridiculous. Why are you keep sending it there?
Because the sheriff said, that's the one we've used for 40 years.
You screw the sheriff. I'm sorry. Can't someone override him? Like, why is he doing that when he knows that he can get it done quicker? Like, that's deliberately slowing down the investigation. I'm sorry, but it's true.
He's a dumbass.
That's ridiculous. They sent it to Florida, Leslie. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah. But oh
my gosh.
Because, I mean, the sheriff has the ultimate say. He even though the FBI is assisting, he has the ultimate say, because it's his, you know what I mean? Like,
it's his jurisdiction. Yeah, but that's BS though. That's just, if he knows he can, that's crazy. If you know you're going to get a better deal, right, at this store here, why are you going to, you know what I mean? Which is like, say, a mile down the road more than the other store. Which one are you going to? Convenience, I guess, right? Like, I don't know. He must know somebody there or something to keep sending it there. I just don't.
Well, the thing about it is the FBI is going to have to test it anyways.
Oh, thank you, Cool Pics. You got me glued watching your live shows nonstop. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
That's Cool Pics.
We're all trying to figure this out because it's like, why does the sheriff keep doing this? I don't understand it.
It's a joke.
It's pissing me off.
Looking at something.
It just makes no sense.
I text
People
you.
want convenience, right? Like, so wouldn't you send it somewhere where it's going to be done quicker? Why are you going to send it through snail mail?
Right. Yeah, I don't get it. An official told CNN that the DNA-bearing glove investigators say resembles the one worn by the masked individual in Nancy Guthrie's doorbell. It is not the same glove earlier shown in the New York Post videos.
Oh, but come on, credit. Like, I see what you're saying, and I agree with that too, right? Like credit, or maybe he knows somebody there at the lab in Florida. It's still morally wrong.
High-tech Bluetooth scanner used to track Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker signal via helicopter.
Yeah.
Definitely the house. Hold on. What's this? Bryanton outside the home where SWAT raided occurred. Definitely the house and address we identified when the raid was occurring.
Ooh. Yeah, some are saying they don't think the glove is connected, but I mean, what if he comes out and backtracks on that now?
Oh, Edward, he certainly does. There is, I've shown video of the sheriff from 10, 15 years ago of talking about the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still morally wrong, though. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, how many days does it take in Florida? Didn't they say a week? Or how long did they say it takes down there? Excuse me. Compared to what? 24 hours, right?
It can vary. It can vary. But, well, in Quantico, it's 24 hours or less.
Yeah, 24 hours or less in Quantico.
I mean, it's like buying from a wholesaler and then a reseller, right? You would just go to the wholesaler and do it. Rather than
cut the middleman out.
Yeah, cut the middleman out.
Yeah.
So
it's frustrating. I would be pissed if I was a family. Sorry. I would. I'd be
Florida Lab has all the other DNA to compare it to. Yeah. Yeah. But remember, the sheriff said our partners with the FBI started day 1 or 2. Check my email.
They can do in Quantico, get it done quicker, and then call the Florida, and there's
I don't have anything.
freaking computers and phones, like they can compare it. I mean, I don't understand. It's just crazy to me. So now everything that's going to be found is going to be sent from the sheriff still to Florida.
Yeah. Someone asked me about those 2 teens that was arrested with the cryptocurrency. There's been no link to suggest that they were you know,
Good night, Pug.
related in any way from EMF.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
I don't see anything from EMF.
Feel better, Pug. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Jeez.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to end it here. If anything breaks, we'll be here. You know it. Hopefully, if there's anything that goes down tonight, FBI does send their stuff. Yeah. EMF.
Then if the FBI is sending their stuff to Quantico and the sheriff's sending what he finds to Florida, how does that make sense?
Nope. They're all going to send it to probably Florida, and then they'll retest it at the FBI.
Oh my God.
Oh, hold on one second.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you, mods. You guys are great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mary.
When was this? On 2/26/26 at 1 a.m., a neighbor reported that an unknown individual walked past their home and returned a few minutes later carrying a large bag about 7 miles. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone's reporting their cameras now. Everyone.
Yeah. Nerdy.
Yeah, I was showing that.
Yeah, if you're on X, go to see Nerdy Esquire. He's been going through the Ring camera footage too. I don't know if isn't he a local? Maybe I don't know.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's been going through the Ring camera footage in that area, posting it. So
I like nerdy though.
I do too. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Cool beans. If anything breaks, we'll be here for sure.
Thank you, Phoebe. Yeah, thank you all for being with us tonight. I appreciate all of you. Appreciate you, Justin, for having me on. And we will keep you updated with everything.
We will definitely keep you updated if anything breaks. It's only 4:30 there. It is not 4:30 here. It's 6:37. And tomorrow is Monday. Oh, is it Monday? I
The case of the Mondays.
I got things to do in the morning, man.
Ugh, I know. It comes too fast.
Yeah.
Thank you, Young.
Responsibilities.
I know. Being an adult, right?
The adulting.
Adulting. Thank you all. Thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you, Ms.
And hopefully answers will
Together.
come soon.
We pray. We pray.
Pray.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.
Good night and justice for Miss Nancy Guthrie and her family. God bless everyone.
God bless.